Good morning, students. Our session of Advanced Financial Management, that is IBFS. Now, as far as our previous session was concerned, in our previous session, we discussed about the concept of securitization. Now, under that particular chapter, we have discussed the different points like securitizable assets and instruments of securitization, then after benefits, then after mechanism, then after steps in securitization. I hope you all are clear about the concept. So today we'll start with the new point, that is mortgages. Now, as far as mortgages are concerned, as we all know that when we are going to borrow some capital from the market, so when a borrowed capital is going to be raised by the organization, at that point of time, organization need to keep some security as a mortgage with the organization who provides borrowed capital to them. So now we'll have a talk in this particular point, that is mortgage, that is securities. The mortgages are divided into two main parts. The first one is traditional mortgage and the second one, that is non-traditional mortgage. First and foremostly, we'll discuss about the traditional mortgage. A traditional or conventional mortgage or conventional loan is any type of home buyer's loan that is not offered or secured by a government entity. સિમ્પલ મિનિંગ ટ્રેડિશનલ મોર્ગેજનો છે કે જ્યારે હોમ લોન માટે આપણે અપ્લાય કરીએ છીએ અને હોમ લોનની સામે જે પણ સિક્યોરિટી ઓફર કરવામાં આવે છે એ સિક્યોરિટી કોઈ પણ ગવર્મેન્ટ એન્ટિટી થ્રુ સિક્યોર કરવામાં આવતી નથી. એ જે સિક્યોરિટીમાં તમે કોઈ પણ અસેટ કે કોઈ પણ પ્રોપર્ટી મૂકો છો, then it is totally secured by the individual who is going to raise the borrowed capital from the bank. So best example of traditional mortgage is loan, and that is housing loan. Instead, conventional mortgages are available through private lenders such as banks, credit unions and mortgage companies. As we all know that each and every private organization, each and every banks and the major financial institutions who provide mortgage loans to the buyer, that will known as traditional mortgage. The basic feature of traditional mortgage is it is for the long period of time, and generally the interest rate is quite similar and fixed in each and every organization who offers this mortgage or who offers this kind of loans to the third person, and it is quite rigid format as compared to non-traditional mortgage are concerned. It is quite rigid. There is no variant in this kind of traditional mortgages are concerned. And the another feature is traditional mortgage finance is provided directly to individual to buy house or for the construction purpose. So when a third person want to purchase his own house, so at that point of time he directly get the finance from this kind of banks or this kind of private lenders. It means there is no intermediary between them. The last one is, it is round about 80% of the mortgage and consumer need to pay remaining 20%. Yes, as we all know that when we are applying for any loan, then bank will not pass 100% amount of our loan. They pass only 80% of our demanded finance, and remaining 20% that customer need to pay by themselves. Suppose to purchase any house, Mr. A require 10 lakh. So when he went to any bank and apply for the loan, so at that time, after checking the different securities that Mr. A has, the bank will pass maximum 80% of the loan which is demanded by Mr. A. So now Mr. A get 8 lakhs of his demanded loan. So remaining 2 lakh that Mr. A has to manage by themselves. So this is the common concept of traditional mortgage, as we all come to know when we are applying for any housing loan. So I think it is clear to you. And another feature of traditional mortgage that it offers a lower interest rate as compared to non-traditional mortgage. When you are going to compare the interest rate of these both two mortgage, then we come to know that the rate of interest is very low as compared to non-traditional mortgage. Now we'll discuss about non-traditional mortgage. Yes, somehow non-traditional mortgage is same as traditional mortgage because it provide a direct finance to individual, it provide maximum finance to individual, but there are the major difference between traditional mortgage and non-traditional mortgage that we'll discuss on the basis of its features. The first feature that is the risk perception in non-traditional mortgage is very high because non-traditional mortgage is quite flexible as compared to traditional mortgage. In traditional mortgage, the bank set the rules and regulations for each and every individual, and that rules and regulations are quite similar for each and every one. But as far as non-traditional mortgage is concerned, it is totally flexible. Here they are going to prepare the standard format or rules and regulations according to requirement of individual. So it is quite different from person to person. So here it is given that non-traditional mortgage does not refer standard installment payment and gives to borrower the option to select the repayment of loan each month. Here the option is available to our borrower that in which form they are supposed to pay loan in each and every month. So here it is not a standard installment payment that is common in traditional mortgage payment, that each and every month a person need to pay 9,500, and that is fixed, and that will fixed for a long period of time. But it is not there in non-traditional mortgage. Each and every month an individual, means the borrower, is going to select his payment option, that how he is going to repay the loan in each month. So it is quite risky as far as the financial institutions are concerned. Thus, this mortgage follows the adjustable rate of mortgage framework and type of payment. Here the word is given, that is adjustable rate of mortgage. So the rate which is going to be offered by any bank or any financial institution, it is quite adjustable to individual. So as per your financial position, as per your requirement, the financial institution is going to adjust the rate of loan as per your choice, and again they are going to prepare the adjustable payment method. Again, they are not going to apply any standard payment in non-traditional mortgage. Then after, non-traditional mortgage include loan that have interest and payment option term. Here a 100% option is available to the borrower, that what they want to pay first. If they want to pay interest first, then they are going to adjust on the basis of payment. If they want to pay principal first, then again the adjustment is there from the financial institution side. So it is quite flexible, but again with this flexibility it is very risky one, because here financial institutions is not getting sure about the repayment of interest and principal amount in time. So, in a short, we can say that it does not conform to a standard payment of debt schedule and does not have standard installment payment. So, when standardized format is not there, so each and every borrowers prefer this kind of mortgage system, because it is quite flexible. But as compared to traditional mortgage, the risk perception is very high and the rate of interest is again very high in non-traditional mortgage. So it's about two type of mortgage that is quite common in capital market, in debt capital market, that is traditional and non-traditional mortgage. Now the next one is balloon mortgage loans. Now balloon mortgage loan is not the another type of mortgage loan, but it is a part of our non-traditional mortgage that offers the different option for the repayment of principal amount and interest amount. So here it is given that a balloon mortgage is a loan that has an initial period of low or no monthly payments, at the end of which the borrower is required to pay off the full balance in lump sum. The monthly payments, if any, may be interest only, and the interest rate offered is relatively low. Here, when a borrower is going to apply for non-traditional mortgage, so when he choose the balloon payment option, so in this option, in initial months, in initial time, the standardized payment is really very low. Suppose you are going to apply for loan of 20 lakhs. So in initial period you are supposed to pay only 5,000 or 6,000 as per the selection of borrower, that they are going to pay interest only or they are going to pay adjustable rate of mortgage, that is the payment option. So as per their selection, the monthly installment in initial stage is really very low, and slowly and gradually it will increase. But at the end of the maturity period of this balloon mortgage loan, the borrower is going to pay on a lump sum basis. So on the basis of his earning, on the basis of his willingness, a borrower is going to pay the interest or principal amount to the lender. So it is quite flexible, it is quite adjustable. As compared to other, a balloon mortgage is usually for the short period of time, that is for 5 to 7 years. The monthly payments, if any, are low and could be interest only. In the initial period, the lender gets the repayment of interest amount only. The entire balance of the mortgage is due at the end of the term. So here we are not going to pay principal and interest both in the initial period. Suppose you apply for the loan and the amount is 10 lakh and financial institution sanction the whole amount, that is they give the loan of rupees 10 lakh. So 10 lakh is known as the principal amount. Suppose the rate of interest is going to be charged on 10 lakh and the total amount of the rate of interest, that will be 3 lakh rupees. So as far as the balloon mortgage are concerned, so in the initial period the financial institutions gets the payment of interest only, that is they are receiving the payment, that is 3,50,000 in the different installment payment on monthly basis. So at the end of the maturity, so at the end of 5 to 7 years, the lender receive the whole amount, that is 10 lakh at the end of the maturity period. In the initial year, they only cover the interest on their loan. So it's about traditional, non-traditional and balloon mortgage loan. Okay, again there are two options in balloon mortgage loan. The first one is interest only and the second one is payment option, that is adjustable rate of mortgage. Now in interest only, that the borrower of the loan has to pay only interest regularly and has to pay principal amount on lump sum basis. And second one, on the payment basis, payment option, which offers the payment option to borrower for the mortgage loan, that is the principal amount. So in the initial year, in the monthly installment, there is a summation of interest plus principal both, but it is totally adjustable, it is totally based on the borrower's choice, that how much they are supposed to pay or how much they willing to pay in the initial period of time. Now the next point, that is GPMS, that is graduated payment mortgage. Now before starting this point, આપણે એક સિમ્પલ એક્ઝામ્પલથી સ્ટાર્ટ કરીએ. ઘણી બધી વખત આપણે કહીએ છીએ કે કોઈ પણ કન્ટ્રીની ઇકોનોમિક કન્ડિશન છે એ સ્લોલી અને ગ્રેજ્યુઅલી ઇન્ક્રીઝ થાય છે ઓર સ્લોલી અને ગ્રેજ્યુઅલી એ ડિક્રીઝ થયેલી છે. સો ધ વર્ડ સ્લોલી એન્ડ ગ્રેજ્યુઅલી, the same word is going to apply in GPMS, that is graduated payment mortgage. So in this payment option, that is in GPM, the borrower of the loan, they has to pay low initial monthly installment, and in the initial stage the payment is very low, and slowly and gradually it will increase over a specific period of time. So suppose a borrower is paying rupees 5,000 monthly, so it is for 6 to 7 month, and slowly and gradually it will increase to 5,700 in the next month, and it will same for a short period of time. So after the completion of that 3 to 4 months, again there is an increase in the installment amount. So now the borrower is supposed to pay 6,600 in the next 4 months. So when the payment system is increasing, but it increasing slowly and gradually, so that payment system is known as graduated payment mortgage. There is nothing new in this point, but it is totally known as, it is quite similar to our adjustable rate of mortgage. So it is not going to be adjust on the basis of borrower's choice, but the payment system is going to be framed on which it will convenient for borrower as well as to the lender. They are going to follow a standardized payment system in which the initial payment is very low, and slowly and gradually it will increase to a certain extent, and borrower is supposed to follow the same. Here it is given that a graduated payment mortgage is a type of fixed rate mortgage in which the payments increase gradually from an initial low base level to a higher final level. Suppose the final amount of the installment is 10,000, but it will not start with the 10,000. The base level is suppose 5,700. So in initial period they are supposed to pay 5,700. Slowly and gradually it will increase to the maximum level, that is 10,000. So this is known as GPM. And in this, mortgage payments are gradually increase every year as per the predetermined percentage. બોરોવરને ખબર જ છે કે ઇનિશિયલી આઈ એમ પેઇંગ 5,700, બટ ઇટ વિલ ઇન્ક્રીઝ ઇન ધ નેક્સ્ટ યર 12%, 13% or 15%. So એવું નથી કે બોરોવરને ખબર જ નહીં હોય કે નેક્સ્ટ યર દે આર સપોઝ ટુ પે ધ હાયર ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ રેટ ઓર ધ હાયર ઇન્સ્ટોલમેન્ટ ચાર્जेस. They know in a proper manner that how much they are supposed to pay in the base year and how much they are supposed to pay in the final level. Basically, the payment will grow between 7 to 12% annually from their initial base payment amount until the full monthly payment amount is reached. જ્યાં સુધી 10,000ને રીચ નહીં કરે એનું બેઝ લેવલ, ત્યાં સુધી each and every year મેક્સિમમ 12%નું ઇન્ક્રીમેન્ટ એમાં હોય અને મિનિમમ 7% તમે ઇન્ક્રીઝ કરી શકો. એટલે જે ઇન્સ્ટોલમેન્ટની અમાઉન્ટ ઇન્ક્રીઝ થાય છે એની રેન્જ હશે બિટવીન 7 to 12%. So basically this plan is really very attractive as far as the borrowers are concerned, because in the initial payment when you are supposed to pay low and when slowly and gradually the installment amount will increase, so it is adjustable to the borrower side. And generally this kind of payment system is offered to medical and engineering students, as they are not able to offer or they are not able to afford the higher monthly payments for their study. So it is attractive for those borrowers who are not able to pay a higher installment amount in the initial year, that is in the base year. But as compared to the traditional mortgage loan, the total cost or total borrowing cost of graduated payment mortgage is really very high, because it offers the conveniency from the side of borrower. But as compared to the interest rate, in graduated payment mortgage the interest rate is quite low as compared to the traditional mortgage system. So I think it's clear to each and everyone. Now in the next session, in the next week, we are going to discuss the remaining points or